What up, Marsh Pod? We are here. It's a Monday. Getting ready for a Tuesday pod. And, look, apparently Rick likes to take things in many ways and decides that we need to take 13 games and pick the winners of them. I don't know what the punishment will be for the loser. I think that in many cases, Rick and I have tended to actually agree in a lot of things. So this will be interesting. But yeah, whatever the decision is made on the loser does X, let's keep it civil for Rick's sake. But yeah, all right, we're just going to jump in. We got 13 games. Rick picked 13 games. We're going to each pick a winner. It's pretty straightforward. I'll get very loose why I'm picking them. Some of them I just cuz, basically. So let's jump in. First one up, Southeast Select, Best Coast Ballers. I'm going Southeast Select. I like what Trey Turner's been doing. I like the depth of that team. I should say this because this is true for all of them. A pick of one team does not mean that I don't believe in the other team. So I'm not going to do some devil's advocate for each of these to try to back up why I could be wrong and make it okay and admit something like that. We're not going to do that, but this isn't an indictment on the other team. So Southeast Select should be Best Coast Ballers, my opinion. All right, next one. Heartland Zombie Stars versus Run DMV. I'm going Run DMV. I like what Myron Murray's done. I've got faith in him over the long haul. I've said that before. I'm going to keep saying that. We'll see it. Showtime versus Long Beach. Lone Star Basketball Club. I'm going Showtime. Bronny James has been really good. I understand Lone Star's undefeated, but I'm going to take the better player, and I think Bronny James is the best player in that matchup. Cascadia versus H-Town. H-Town. This one is one where I wavered. Hey, how much do I really love H-Town? This is going to prove it. Well, I don't think this one, but other instances would. Their defense has been elite. They've got a myriad of guys that can score. We've seen them up close. We have not been proven wrong yet on liking H-Town, so I'm going to go with it. Beasts of the East versus Indy. I'm going Beasts of the East. I actually think, and here's the one spot where I'm going to save it. Beasts of the East they're playing really well. Freed Redmond's been awesome. So this is a team that's starting to round into form. And they were, by the way, not terrible last season either. So this is a continuation of that. Gotham 5 versus Beyond the Arch. Gotham 5. Pretty straightforward. I've always been a little skeptical of Beyond the Arch. Proved me wrong, but I'm going to take the. This is actually a great matchup from a coaching drama perspective, with Coach Kusa saying Bilardi was overrated, so we'll find out. SimWorld Latin America versus Reigning Trays. I'm going Reigning Trays. SimWorld Latin America has been a dumpster fire. They have not really looked that great at any point in time, so for me, why would I start picking in the opposite direction? Philadelphia versus Rocky Mountain. I'm going Rocky Mountain. Philadelphia, after 2 games, we kind of got an idea of what they were. Rocky Mountain has been one of the better teams in the league. So we're going Rocky Mountain. SimWorld Africa versus the Originators. Going with the Originators. You got maybe the best player in basketball, DJ Wagner. So I'm going to go with him. Lone Star Basketball versus Best Coast Ballers. I'm going to go with Lone Star. This could be a rough run for Lone Star or for Best Coast, but I still love Lone Star. Despite picking against them in Showtime, here's my chance to back up why I think they're still good. Jason Miguez and Nitty Gibson are a dynamic duo. Gibson has really blossomed, and Miguez has been exactly what expected of him before the season as a great playmaker and scorer. Next up, APAC versus AT Aliens. I'm going with Asia Pacific. They look really good over the weekend. They're starting to get a couple of guys that can help out Kai Newby. That's going to matter. AT Aliens just doesn't seem to have that. Cascadia versus Indy. I'm going Indy, and this is why I said I was going to get to it later on. If Johan Noah Jovic is given a chance to run, he's going to be phenomenal. And he proved that in his first game since doing that. His points per minute I think he's almost at 1 point per minute, if not above it. Benari James obviously is a great scorer. I still like him I think that it's a little overdone that he never passes the ball because he is a playmaker. But now you got two of them with Noah Jovic in the backcourt, so I'm going with him. And the last one, Showtime versus Gulf Coast Lockdown. It's Showtime. It's the same reason as above. It's Bronny James. So the 13 games, Southeast Select, Run DMB, Showtime, H-Town, Beast of the East, Gotham 5, Rating Trays, Rocky Mountain Monsters, Originators, Lone Star, Asia Pacific, Indy Stripes, Showtime. Showtime's the only team that I picked twice that showed up twice. Lone Star, Best Coast Ballers each showed up twice. Best Coast Ballers I got going 0-2. That's surprising. I've got Indy Stripes going 1-1. I think those are the only teams that are showing up once. Or excuse me, more than once. So yeah, there it is. We'll see what Rick comes out with, but be fun. Talk to you guys on Thursday.